If you're waiting for life to stop being hard before you come out of survival mode, you may stay stuck there forever. You're exhausted, constantly on edge, doing everything alone. And somewhere deep down, you know this isn't sustainable. But here's what nobody tells you. Being ready to leave survival mode doesn't mean your life is perfect. It means your nervous system is finally signaling that it's safe enough to live differently. In the next few minutes, I'm showing you the 5 signs you're actually ready to leave survival mode behind, and the gentle practices that will help you build a life you don't have to constantly recover from. Let's go. If your nervous system is exhausted and you want support, the Clarity Reset is linked below. It is the perfect, most gentle place to start. So what is survival mode? Survival mode is your brain's short-term emergency response. Fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. It was designed to keep you alive during acute threats, not to be your default operating system. But here's the problem. Modern life keeps triggering it without giving your nervous system a chance to reset. You're not being chased by a bear, but your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a bear or a passive-aggressive email from your boss. You checking your bank account. Sitting in traffic when you're already late. Sunday scaries about the week ahead. These micro threats add up, keeping you locked in a state that was never meant to last. So if you've been thinking, well, I'm just anxious, or I'm not good at relaxing, or I'm so weak because I can't handle a normal adult life, please stop. This isn't your personality and it's not a character flaw. This is your nervous system doing exactly what it was designed to do, protect you. But it's been working overtime for so long that it forgot how to clock out. In my work with high achieving women, I see this all the time. People who look successful on paper, but they are running on fumes underneath. And the first step to changing it, recognizing survival mode for what it is. But how do you know if you're in it? Stay with me because some of these signs might surprise you. Here are 5 signs you might be living in survival mode. Sign number 1, hyper independence. You've convinced yourself that you don't need anyone. I don't need no friends. I don't need no family. As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Okay. You're the one everyone leans on, but asking for help feels impossible. Receiving support feels like weakness or obligation. You've been the strong one for so long that you forgot how to let anyone in. This isn't strength. This is your nervous system saying, if I rely on anyone, I'll get hurt. Sign number 2, staying miserable for safety. Take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. You're still in that job, relationship, or living situation that drained you years ago. I remember when I was working in a call center, went there to take 1 semester off of school, ended up staying like 7 years. It was crazy. They started sending people to work from home. This was before COVID, but started sending people to work from home. So I'm thinking, well, it'll get better since I'm working from home. It got worse. I was so depressed. I would opt out of my phone so I couldn't get calls, and I would sit and just cry. I was so depressed, I had to end up quitting. I had to leave for the sake of my mental health. And after I made the bold move to leave, because I had nothing lined up, but baby, I was so depressed, I had to go. Not that many weeks later, I ended up with a job in my field. I'm a psych major, okay? I have a degree in psychology. Ended up with a job that I absolutely loved, but I had to make the move. So like I said, job, relationship, or living situation. You know you've outgrown it, but the fear of change feels bigger than the misery of staying in it. You rationalize, well, at least I know what to expect here. Staying somewhere that hurts you because it's familiar, that's not safety. That's survival mode convincing you that the devil you know is better than the unknown. Sign number 3, no capacity for joy. Fun feels irresponsible and rest brings guilt. Everything feels serious and high stakes. When someone suggests play or relaxation, you think, oh, I don't have time for that. Even on vacation, You are mentally running your to-do list. Your nervous system is so locked in threat detection mode that it literally can't process that joy is safe. Sign number 4, replaying the past and bracing for the worst. How many of you, show of hands, how many of you always think the worst case scenario in your head because you just want to be prepared? You can't stop rehearsing old wounds. When you think about the future, it's always something catastrophic. Conversations from 5 years ago still loop in your head. You mentally prepare for a disaster just in case. You collect evidence that things will go wrong. This is your brain trying to protect you by staying hypervigilant, but it's keeping you stuck in a story that's already over. Sign number 5, reactive crisis mode. You're always putting out fires instead of preventing them. Running late, scrambling, moving from emergency to emergency. You can't get ahead because you're always catching up. Small things feel catastrophic because you have no buffer. This isn't because you're disorganized or lazy. It's because when you're in survival mode, everything feels urgent. If you saw yourself in any of these, I need you to hear me. You are not failing at life. Your nervous system has been carrying too much for too long. And the fact that you're here watching this, that's a sign that something's shifting. Because here's the thing. Recognizing survival mode is step 1. But how do you know that you're actually ready to leave it? That's what we're covering next. Real quick, if this is resonating with you, do me a favor. Drop a comment and let me know which one of these 5 signs hit the hardest. Was it hyperindependence? The staying stuck for safety? Y'all know I read every single comment and I want to see where you are in this. And if you find this helpful, smash the like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more women who need it. Okay, let's keep going. Now, here are the 5 signs that you're ready to leave survival mode. Readiness sign number 1. You're tired of your own patterns. There's a voice inside saying, I can't do this like this anymore. Some of you already said, I can't do 2026 the way I did 25, 24, and so on. I can't live another year like this. You're not just tired, you are done. You don't have the answer yet, but you know something has to change. The exhaustion isn't defeat, it's clarity knocking at the door. Readiness sign number 2. You can tolerate tiny moments of safety. You're starting to notice brief windows where your body softens. Laugh with a friend or walk outside, even sunlight in your face. Don't sit up in that dark house. Open those blinds, open the door, open the curtains, go outside. You need some sun in your face. And instead of immediately shutting down, you let yourself feel it for a second. This is your nervous system testing the waters, saying, maybe calm is safe. Readiness sign number 3. You're willing to trade perfection for honesty. You'd rather admit, I'm not okay, than to keep pretending. You are done performing strength when you're falling apart on the inside. You're open to help even if receiving it feels awkward. Honey, letting your guard down isn't weakness. It is the bravest thing you can do. Readiness sign number 4. You're curious about who you are beyond crisis. You're starting to wonder, who am I when I'm not just surviving? Can I just insert something right here? Music is powerful, and I just started hearing the song, I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up. Used to be the jam back in the day. I was singing it too. Stop singing that. Music permeates your brain. It permeates your soul without permission. This is why a lot of times when people use affirmations, they'll add music to it to really get it down in their spirit and their soul. Honey, it works both ways. You're starting to wonder, what would I create, where, or enjoy if I wasn't exhausted all the time? Those of you that work from home, you're in the house all day, don't sit there in your pajamas. Get dressed, put on some clothes. Sometimes I'm dressed down to go nowhere. It affects your mood. One day this week, I was dressed in another outfit to record, ended up doing so much work on the back end for this free challenge I'm having next week. I didn't even get to record. I mean, dressed down, makeup done, everything. And that's okay. You're thinking, what do I actually want? Not just what feels safe. This curiosity is your soul saying, I'm ready to come back online. In readiness, sign number 5, you're open to slow change. You are done waiting for the perfect moment or the magic fix. You're willing to take small, imperfect steps. One walk, one conversation, one drawer decluttered. You don't need a complete life overhaul. You need tiny, consistent signals to your nervous system that safety is possible. Being ready doesn't mean life is easy now. It means you're starting to feel safe enough to live differently. So what does that exactly look like? Let me show you. The practices I'm about to share, they're not about forcing yourself out of survival mode. They're about teaching your body gently that it is safe to let go. Here are 5 gentle practices to transition out of survival mode. You can tell 5 is one of my favorite numbers. Practice number 1, make your environment less threatening. Start with small decluttering. Visual clutter equals nervous system stress. Clear one surface, one drawer, one corner. Your brain interprets a calmer space as we're not in crisis. You may go to some people's homes. It may be your home. And it's just like everything is out of place, just a mess. But it's not necessarily because they're nasty. It could absolutely be a nervous system issue. So I want you to pick one area in your home this week. Just one. Declutter. Practice number 2, slow your pace on purpose. Choose 1 to 2 unrushed anchors in your day. When I tell you I don't rush for anything anymore, if I ever find myself rushing, if I pick up on someone trying to rush me, I do nothing. I sit and I pause because what I'm not going to do is rush. This is not an emergency. This may be your shower, getting breakfast, or your commute to work, picking up the kids, dropping the kids off. I want you to do it 20 to 30% slower. Not to waste time, but to send your body a message. We're not in an emergency. Tomorrow morning, make your coffee slower. I'm not a coffee drinker. I prefer tea. So if you're like me, make your tea slower. Feel the warmth. Smell it. Breathe. Practice number 3, 1 extra act of self-care per day. Baby, one thing I'm going to do is self-care. You can add something slightly above bare minimum. Not a full spa day, just one nourishing meal. It could be a 10-minute walk. Sunlight on your face. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is open the blinds because I need the sun. This isn't indulgence. It's evidence to your nervous system that you are worth caring for. What's happening is you're building trust with yourself, one small choice at a time. Practice number 4, you're going to physically release what you've been holding. Let me find my other phone because we're going to do this together. I'm going to show you an example, okay? Your body is storing all that stress. You need to let it move. My phone was not charging this whole time, okay? But I have enough to use the timer. Gentle somatic tools: shaking, stretching, crying, walking, breath work. You're not thinking your way out of survival mode. You're moving it through. So I want you to set a timer for 60 seconds, or I can set the timer. You can just turn on some music. I can't turn on music because I'm a YouTube partner and I will absolutely get a copyright strike. So I can't turn on the music while I'm recording, but I have the timer. I'm going to set it for 60 seconds. You can pause this video, pick a song, and we're going to shake for 60 seconds. Normally when I do this, I'm standing up, but because of my camera setup, I'm just going to sit here and do it. Yes, I'm serious. Let's try it. So I'm going to start the timer, and I just want you to shake. You can stand up. Just shake. Shake your legs. You can shake your arms. Just shake. You may feel silly, but I promise you it works. 20 seconds left. I'm not shaking my hair. Whip it back and forth. Let me stop. All right, that's our time. Now, have a seat. Notice how your body feels just from doing that. I feel more relaxed than I was already relaxed. And you see how I'm yawning? I can't make this up. Practice number 5. Catch fear stories and practice new ones. It even looks brighter to me, like my room even looks brighter after doing this. So I need you to notice your worst case scenario thinking. Pair it with realistic, compassionate alternatives. You can even say things like, everything works out for me. Everything always works out for me. All things work together for my good. So you may be thinking it might be hard, but I need you to pair that with, and I can get support. If you're thinking, well, I might fail, pair that with, and I'll learn something. I'm at the point now, I'm like, either I win or I learn. I don't fail at anything. There's one thing about it, Renisha is going to step out. She's going to try it. At least I'll be able to say, well, I tried. You're not lying to yourself with toxic positivity. You're giving your brain a more complete story. You don't lose. Either you win or you learn. You're not the one who survives everything anymore. You're becoming the woman who creates a life she doesn't have to constantly recover from. What would that woman do today? How would she move? Speak, choose. I want you to name 3 of your core values. It could be peace, connection, creativity, whatever feels true. Choose one small weekly action aligned with each. So, for an example, if peace is one of your core values, you can do a tech-free morning. Tech, TECH. Put the phone down. If connection is one of your core values, have one vulnerable conversation. If creativity is a core value for you, I want you to have 15 minutes of play. What do you mean, Renisha? You know how they say work hard, play harder? Go do something fun. Living your values is how you exit survival mode permanently. And can we talk about boundaries as a nervous system protection? Just real quick. Saying no isn't selfish, it's sacred. Leaving misaligned spaces, asking for help, or just protecting your energy. These are how you guard the safety that you're building. Let me take my mic off for this one. You don't owe anyone access to the version of you that's running on empty. Plot twist, you don't owe anyone access to the version of you that's on full. There will still be hard times. Survival mode might visit again. That's human. The difference is not the only place you know how to live anymore. You are not fixing yourself. You're coming home to yourself. So here's where we are right now. You recognize the signs. You know you're ready. You have some practices to start with. But here's the truth. Doing it alone is how you got here, and you don't have to keep doing it this way. If you're feeling that tug, I'm ready, but I need support, I created something for you. The Clarity Reset is designed for high-functioning women who are tired of white knuckling their way through life. It's not another course you'll bookmark and forget. It's a step-by-step roadmap from survival to clarity, with me guiding you the whole way. The link is in the description, and once you click it, you'll see how we'll work together to build nervous system safety that makes everything else possible. I hear a lot of people talking about the goals that they've set, but I don't hear a lot of talk about the nervous system that has to hold them. You don't have to earn your way out of survival mode. You're allowed to choose something gentler even when life is imperfect. I'll see you in the next video or inside the program. Either way, I'm rooting for you.